Hey friends, hello, hello. Welcome to the Golden Lotus Studio Songwriters Open Mic Night. I am your host, Siena Friend, and we have a great lineup of artists tonight. Our featured artist will be Adam Kerbel, a regular here at Open Mic Night. You may know him. He's one of my favorites, so I'm really excited to hear a longer set from him. And we'll do a little Q&A after that too and talk about songwriting, so be sure to stick around for the whole thing. It'll just be about an hour long and you'll get to hear a few great artists. So before we get started, I want to thank Golden Lotus Studio for hosting these open mic nights, and if you could do a little something to support us, just go ahead and like the video and subscribe to our channel. That would really help us out. I am going to start off with a couple songs. So for those of you who are Golden Lotus people, this is one that I wrote in the very first Compose Yourself course that Gary did a couple years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and it was one of the first 15-minute songs I ever wrote, which is something a lot of us at Golden Lotus have done, and I don't play this song very often. For some reason, this is my husband's favorite song of mine. So this one is for him, and it's called Close to the Heart. He was a poor man's son, never hurt no one. She was a rich woman's daughter, but she wanted to work harder. He was the engine, she was the starter. He was the glass and she was the water. And this is the tune you'd hear him holler. Close to the heart, you make me skip a beat when I see you coming. When you're close to me, but when you're gone, that's when I know you make me close to complete. He liked to work at night when the mood was right. She was a light sleeper, but she liked to keep him near. He was a seed and she was the farmer. He was a dog and she was the collar. And this is the tune you'd hear her holler. Close to the heart, you make me skip a beat when I see you coming. When you're close to me, but when you're gone, that's when I know you make me close to complete. She said, boy, you don't have to count your dollars. You don't have to save your change. All you gotta do is count your lucky stars, 'cause things are getting brighter every day. Because you're close to the heart, you make me skip a beat when I see you coming. When you're close to me, but when you're gone, that's when I know you make me close to complete. Close to complete. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support on the Zoom call. Yeah, that's a fun one. I feel like I just need a rock and country band or something to support that. This next one is actually a new single that I am releasing on Friday. It's called Big Bang, and this one is like my most dancey song, but I'm going to play an acoustic version of it, which is not really dancey at all, so you'll have to wait for Friday to hear that version. This is my first time I've ever really played it acoustic, so it's a little different. I wish I could explode, expand, colors flying everywhere like the Big Bang. Everything I wanna be, I'm tired of waiting. In this moment, set it all free. In this moment, set it all free. I will stay still until I will stay still until if the universe manifested in an instant, then perfected, there must be that same spark in me from nothing. Everything, everything. I wish I could be more than a dot in a random pattern. Is love really the answer? Does any of this matter? I got a t-shirt that says you are here with a picture of the galaxy. Don't it make you feel lonely? Don't it make you feel lonely? I will stay still until I will stay still until if the universe manifested in an instant, then perfected, there must be that same spark in me from nothing. Everything, everything. Well, I wish I could laugh it off, shake off the stardust. I wish I could laugh it off, shake off the stardust. I wish I could laugh it off, shake off the stardust. I wish I could laugh it off, shake off the stardust. If the universe manifested in an instant, then perfected, there must be that same spark in me from nothing. If the universe manifested in an instant, then perfected, there must be that same spark in me from nothing. Everything, 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 everything. Thank you. I don't know if I said that song is called Big Bang, and that'll be out on Friday. I'll post a link to it to get the pre-save. Thanks so much for listening. So moving on, our next artist up is Greg Dent. Gonna go ahead and spotlight you, Greg, and you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay.
Hey, Greg, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. This is pretty neat.
Awesome. you can go ahead and get started when you're ready.
Oh, okay. Well, this first song is amazed me because I didn't think it would work, but I'd always written songs based on starting from the point of an idea that's in words, but this was for a class, and the idea was to start with chords and then make up a melody with nonsense syllables with the chords, and then see if any real words come through, and then take it from there. And when the words came through, they were when you rode your horse up into my driveway, which was also nonsense as far as where I live. There's no horses here. So, but then after that, I thought, well, let's go ahead with it. And it kind of wrote itself and turned out like this. When you rode your horse up into my driveway, I thought, who can that be? When you rode your horse up into my driveway, I thought, I better go and see. And you smiled at me and you said to me, boy, come on up here with me, and we'll ride off into the sunset, ride off into the golden, glowing, slow unfolding what's left of the day. Oh, we'll ride off into the sunset, into the sunset. When you rode your boat up to my wood dock, I thought, now who can that be? When you rode your boat up to my wood dock, I better go and see. And you smiled at me and you said to me, boy, come on down here with me, and we'll roll off into the sunset, roll off into the golden, glowing, slow unfolding what's left of the day. Oh, we'll roll off into the sunset, into the sunset. Backing up into the slapping waves, maybe we'll make the other side before the night comes, and we slip off into the sunset, slip off into the golden, glowing, slow unfolding what's left of the day. Oh, we'll slip off into the sunset, into the sunset. Thank you, folks. My other song for tonight, and I'm hearing an echo now a little bit. No, I'm not. Is something that I worry that it makes me look really bad, but I think like I'm some kind of sicko, but I really think we're all the same kind of sicko when it comes in, and but about different others, I guess you'd say. Here. How do you make me feel this way, Mona? Can't take my eyes off you up there rocking on that stage, Mona. The joy shines through everything about you. And Mona, I scream, oh. Grab my heart like a rom-com star in a crashing thunderstorm. Mona, now I'm drenched in something I got no control of. Got no control. And Mona, love your lightning smile, your easy style. Wonder if I'll ever look away. Mona, toss your blonde curls, roll your shoulders. My little heart smolders across the sea. And you're a celebrity to me, and we never really see them. Never really know, they're just sound waves and pixels putting on a show. Yet we love them like their family, like lovers, like friends. We give our hearts for reasons we don't really understand. And Mona, love your tender side, your clowning hide. Your eyes grip mine like a German shepherd. And Mona, with your Rickenbacker, you drive me bonkers. Seems you've conquered me, my friend. Your Mona Lisa smile, your chocolate eyes. I wonder what your life is like. And Mona, Mona, I love you. And Mona is half of a music group called the Mona Lisa Twins, who you really ought to check out on YouTube. They kind of, I just discovered them last year. They're not terribly dynamic or anything, but tons of people, if you look at the comments below their videos, they got 100 and some videos. The people that like them a lot. That's where I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Those were some great songs. I really enjoyed that. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have Todd Penny.
Hey, so Siena, I loved your songs. That song that Michael likes made me laugh and cry. And Greg, I loved that Sunset song. And I love sunsets, and I didn't think the other song sounded sick at all. So I'm also looking forward to hearing the songs of the lovely Adam Kerber. In spite of my breakthrough guitar playing on the previous open mic, I'm going back to a cappella tonight. I've kind of decided that a cappella is Italian for I'm even more nervous to play guitar and sing at the same time. The first song that I'm going to sing is a co-write with Walt Whitman, who was about the same age as I am when he said the things that I borrowed to make up about half of this song. And the song is called, oops, I'm bouncing. The song is called Old Poet's Song. And I have it written on paper here somewhere. Okay. I I love my family, but they don't know me. I love to hold a baby on my lap. I don't like questions that require answers. I've always been an open water man. The open air and the sky and sea, how precious these have been to me. I'm more like no one than a somebody, but coming hungry I try to feed thee. And if you want to know what I've seen, just look around you. If you want to know what I mean, watch what I do. Always believed in the beauty of my own body. Love's never wrong and the graceful unknowns. I try to see myself as others see me and to heed what I've been shown. Hurry never was a name for me. I couldn't do it if the house caught fire. Fast as molasses in January, but if I sit still, I never tire. And if you want to know what I've seen, just look around you. If you want to know what I mean, watch what I do. I still find most of the things that I look for. I write in a heartbeat whenever I can. I've always been a fan of agitation. Thank God I'm doing as well as I am. How many of us really realize the earth we live on is whirling through space? Well, I can look into that infinite size and still see my mother's face. These old comedies and tragedies, the day is coming when these will end. Like passing shadows and showers, they'll all be scattered to the wind. And if you want to know what I've seen, just look around you. If you want to know what I mean, watch what I do. And if you want to know what I've seen, just look around you. If you want to know what I mean, watch what I do, watch what I do, watch what I do. Thank you, thank you. And this next song is called In Common, and I wrote this song out of the very first song club that I attended, and that was about a year ago, and right at the beginning of my year-long solo quarantine, which I feel fortunate that in some ways is over. I'm vaxxed and all my old friends around here are vaxxed, and so I've had some get-togethers that were unimaginable until about a month or so ago. The song is also partly about Pittsburgh, America's cloudiest and friendliest city. You can look it up. And I also wanted to sing it to honor Pittsburgh because by the time of the next open mic, I'll be on my way to moving to LA. I also wanted to say that at the beginning of the pandemic, I got really frightened of dying alone, which, of course, has been the case for, I guess, most people who have died in hospitals over the past year. And I decided to get over that fear and that I'll be fine, however it happens, I hope. Okay, so yes, this song is called In Common. Welcome to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. In Pittsburgh, we won't treat you like a stranger. On North Side, you will find the Commons Park. And right here, spring is springing like a mother, and blooming as she does in any other. But I smell it more than see it in the dark. And I wish I could swim in all three rivers, dive from the Rachel Carson or the Warhol Bridge. Instead, I get my groceries delivered and disinfect them on their way to the fridge. When I pass through the shadow of George Washington, it makes me want to take a long vacation. And these nights when I'm alone, I'm sure to cry. And suddenly I see some lightning flashing, and I begin to sing like no one's listening. And then someone crosses my path, and I've lost my mind. I'm going to meditate with a million others and mend a message to one I forgot. I'm going to wash my hands every 20 seconds and touch my face if I want to or not. As I see these raindrops driving into puddles, I wonder why I live in a time of so much troubles, and it makes my faint heart start to break. So I count down all the things we have in common, and I don't stop until I hit the bottom and find that it's a quite familiar place. Back home, I'm meaning to think my mantra when a stray thought chills me to the bone. I'm really not afraid of dying. I'm just scared to die alone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Todd. I'm just muting you because when we're both speaking, there's a crazy echo. That was wonderful. I remember that song, and congratulations on making it through the quarantine year, making it out on the other side. Yeah, I think we can all relate to things in that song, so nice to be on the other side of it. So this brings us to our featured artist of the night, Adam. And Adam has been coming to these open mics for quite a while, and it's been really lovely to get to know your songs over the course of the year, Adam. I just heard your song on the new Friday Afternoon Songwriting Club album yesterday, and that one was really great. So really happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. Oh, now I have the echo.
Here, I'm going to mute.
Oh. Hello. Thank you so much, Sienna. Thank you, Todd, for that incredible story just now. Every time Todd is in the room, I hesitate to play guitar at all because, like, you know, it takes so little to get the message through, and I'm like so appreciative of that. So anyway, there's my speech for the thing. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I've been playing for. I just passed my 1 year mark not long ago as well with Golden Lotus, so I'm very happy to be here. And I have to take off these headphones. That was just to listen. I'd like to play a piece that some folks may have heard before, but I read a quote from Golden Lotus Studio this week. You know, sometimes something finds you and it's like just what you needed. And the quote was something like, you are a risk taker and you live, like you live your life on the edge. And to me, that means a lot because my background in theater and dance is very passionate about those ideas of putting yourself in a moment of risk. So that's what I'm going to try to do. This is called Neither Nor.
I can tell I became your friend, 'cause you poured me the whiskey first. She tells to me of a memory. You're the one in her eyes when she's drowning under water. Don't hold your breath, hear me out. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I can see a bad mood hanging out, and we'll get along. 'Cause you let a web grow in time, lapse film. Now you're caught, it's not a joke. It's all of a sudden. So hold your loss, don't move on. Her heart is waiting right there. How can it be you'd be here for me, and the three of us share a little whiskey? I can see a bad mood is hanging, and I wish you would see the gems you are displaying. Not my only friend, one I might call brother. It's not your fault, it's neither nor, and maybe we're meant together.
One of the things that I want to explore is bodily functions. So I'm trying to use tonight to focus on a couple, hopefully repeating motifs. So This is a piece called Digestion, with some changes.
Time to let all of the tension out of the spine, through the wrist, and prickle the ribs into the line. Hang a weight from the neck. Body works through you, a center of tubes. Your animal sleeps in search of dreams, coordinating. Pressures arise, sharpen the teeth. How many days will a person stay underbelly at home? Cutting the cord is no permanence. Maybe I cannot stomach what's gone now. Didn't it belong all to you, all the same? The smiles you gave, wasn't it a start? Coordinating, when pressures arise, sharpen the teeth.
And so this piece is very new. Warbling ooze, yeah. It's so new that I don't completely know what to do with it. I mean, I think I do, but that's kind of what I like about the open mic and Golden Lotus, is that there's always a reason to get to your next version. So here it goes. It does not have a title yet. Okay.
Far away, New York Bay, Philadelphia, 2-hour train takes me away. In a night we would meet at a bar, trying our luck in the old kind of way. Before the lights and the doors doors are closing. I can't wait for one more glass. Make it last in your eyes. A fire inside me dripping down. My love on every side. Charade, escape, black midi, cascade, I lay, Irish straight. Whiskey burns me, that's the truth. Whiskey burns me until you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam. That was beautiful. I really love the new one.
Thank you.
Such interesting contrast in the guitar, different parts. So, yeah, let's have a little chat about songwriting. If anybody watching has a question for Adam, you can feel free to put it in the YouTube chat. And if anyone on the call has a question, you can do that as well, or unmute yourself. So, but I have a couple questions for you.
Sure.
So, yeah, I first met you probably about a year ago in the Friday Afternoon Songwriting Club, and I know that you have a background in theater and dance, and I'm curious when you started experimenting with songwriting and what drew you to that.
I started experimenting with songwriting on August 31st, 2019. Because I ended up in I didn't end up, I consciously decided to end up in I think it was a FASC, a Golden Lotus Friday Afternoon Song Club. It was some kind of songwriting 1-hour workshop, and I really liked it. And a song emerged from it, and then when the pandemic began, I had all this time, and I wasn't at my full-time day job all the time, and it came back into my mind that Friday afternoon song clubs were happening every week, and that was something to participate in. So that, I would say, I think it was like mid-April or early April of 2020 was when I really started diving in.
Very cool. I love that you know the exact date.
Yeah.
I'm curious because I also go to a lot of the Friday afternoon songwriting clubs, but since that was really a beginning for you in your songwriting process, what does your process look like now? Do you write in a similar, do you often start a song in that class and then does it evolve over time? What is your writing process like if you're not starting in that class?
Well, something I noticed is that being in the habit of attending the Friday afternoon song club, even when I was moving back into work and I couldn't be there when it was happening on Fridays, just making a strong habit of like going through the process of writing something. Sometimes I would emerge from class with something that I was really excited about, or like sometimes it would be like, oh my gosh, a whole song came out, excellent. And sometimes a strong start that I might develop over a few weeks. But most of the time, nothing comes. Just lots of thinking through patterns and like thinking through my own self and trying to wake up or trying to exercise some kind of poetic voice in me. And something about that, like it's like the in-between times that songs start to emerge. It's like when I don't necessarily mean to be writing a song, or I keep a notepad kind of around often, and or maybe I'm just improvising on my guitar and something starts to form and suddenly I have the skills to capture it, and then I can develop on that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I love hearing about different people's process. How long have you been playing guitar?
I would say, I think since about 14, maybe 13. There was guitars in my family. Half of my family is Mexican American, and guitars are like the center. They're like the community. And I always thought guitars were like so cool, and I always liked the sound. And I always really liked my cousins who played guitars, and I had this guitar that I used to like play with and make cool sounds with, but I really didn't have any foundation to like grow. But I would say like once I got to my late 20s, I started just playing again. I bought myself a guitar, and I just wanted to see what happens if I reconnect with that part. And and now after a few years, it's like I can't stop. Yeah.
Yeah, you're really amazing at guitar, and your guitar is often the thing that like first draws me into your songs. So I imagine that you've been playing for quite a while. But do you find that you often start, or like, is the guitar often the first thing that comes in a song for you, or it depends?
It does depend, but I try not. I try for the sound not to necessarily be the first thing. And that's only my challenge just to myself, because I just notice I have a tendency to really enjoy making a sound, and sounds that sound pleasing or intriguing, and sometimes I can get lost. And so if I attempt to focus on a message or some type of coherence in what I'm writing, then the two start to meet. But absolutely, sometimes sound, is a massive inspiration. I mean, that's how art works. Painters can use color in so many ways, and I think a musician can use sound to their benefit in a lot of ways. And I'm really trying to explore that.
Awesome. I loved your your instrumental piece that was on the latest
Thanks.
Friday Afternoon Songwriting Club album. I think that one was really cool too. So, yeah. Oh, it looks like we have a question in from the YouTube from Danielle. She said she loved the last piece, and she's asking, does your background in dance play a role in songwriting?
Totally. My background in dance helps me have a process. It helps me like organize my thinking and organize my impulses, which I am not always super successful at, because it's hard. Art making is very hard, and like, you know, a lot of time I think gets spent just like flashes of inspiration or flashes of connections, just one after the other, and that is a very hard thing to make sense of. But something that I really hold on to from dance, from the kind of dancing that I have done and that I really, you know, care about, is that there is an improvisation in experiences. And so like every experience along the way is useful information and is creating a sort of how would I say, sort of like a body, like a history, like a it's like compost in the soil. It's like an archive in a library. I don't know, it's like stuff is there, it's imprinted. So, you know, I probably many artists do that, but certainly that, like, that's what dance gives me. And also I've just noticed like writing a song and playing a song are very bodily experiences. I mean, completely. Like, emotion is body, as well as the things that we associate with emotion, like a place that someone was, or a taste of a drink, or a something, you know, the quality of light. All of that stuff is like sensory information. You know, I just think of that because that's what I've been thinking about for a long time, and that's what inspires me.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, really well said. Any other questions for Adam? My question is, what is coming up next for you with your songwriting? Do you have anything recorded? Are you planning to put anything together?
I'm trying. You know, I tried out a new song tonight. I tried a new version of a song that I have had for a while. So I have like 2 albums on Bandcamp.
Okay.
And they're short, but they're excellent. They're you know, like once I started to like accept that if you put your songs in an order, then you know, it means something. It's become very exciting. So I have two little albums on Bandcamp, and I'm trying to work on a third. And the song that emerged has been emerging all week, and I was very afraid to play tonight, but I just thought like this is a good opportunity for development. So that's a piece to continue.
Cool, very exciting. I think I actually just found your Bandcamp for the first time, so I put that link in the YouTube too for people to check that out. And yeah, I'm definitely a fan, so I always want to know where I can hear more of your music besides at open mic.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about pandemic and reopening a little bit. Might sound funny, but like I really dream of playing in like some bar, some like quiet small bar. I feel like that sounds so exciting. The theater in me is like, how big can the venue be? You know, like how high can the ceilings be? But the musician in me is like, oh, I want to play like really soft and really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that sounds great. I love it. I don't think that's weird at all, and I hope that you get to play in a bar very soon. And maybe I'll get to see you live one day.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Awesome, Adam. Well, thank you so much for playing your songs and for talking with us. I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Greg, for sharing your work. It's really nice to meet you. Excellent stuff. And Siena, I always really enjoy your songs. So thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah, I'm just switching to the gallery view here for a minute so we can say thank you and goodbye to everybody. Yeah, thanks for being here tonight, Greg. Thanks, Todd, as always. Really great to hear from you guys. Thank you to Golden Lotus for hosting us. And if you haven't heard, we are switching open mic from twice a month to be just once every month. So it will be the first Saturday of every month. So the next one will be the first Saturday in June. And you can sign up, find all that info underneath the video, and we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening.